Hi students, in earlier sessions I discussed the reduction formula of sine to the power of nx and like that all six trigonometric functions. Okay, so and after finally I discussed the reduction formula of integration of sine to the power of nx cos into cos to the power of mx dx, and it's when it has the limit 0 to pi by 2, in that time its reduction formula is so we discussed that also in the last session. Yes, in today's session, so I want to discuss some problems related to that reduction formulas. By using the properties of integrations, we can solve these problems. Yes, you see this problem. Evaluate integration from 0 to pi x into sine to the power 4x, x into sine to the power 4x. To evaluate this integral, so by using the reduction formula, okay, you take this is let I is equal to, so let I is equal to integration from 0 to pi, it is x into sine to the power 4x dx, x into sine to the power 4x dx. In this one, here I am using one property of the integrals, that is so by using property, that property is like this: integration from 0 to a into f of x dx can be written as integration from 0 to a f of a minus x into dx, f of a minus x into a dx. A minus x is a means its upper limit, so a minus of that, so that lower limit should be 0. So this is also in the same format. 0 to pi is there, in place of a we have pi, a ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ pi ಇದೆ, so use this property here. So by using this property, we have I is equal to, I can be written as integration from 0 to pi. So we can use that property like this: pi minus x into sine to the power pi minus x. Wherever x is there, you replace that x is pi minus x. Pi minus x into dx. As here we can, so you see what is sine pi minus x? Sine of pi minus x. This is equal to, you see, pi minus means it is second quadrant, 180 minus theta. In second quadrant, sine is positive. According to ASTC rule, sine is positive in second quadrant. So sine of pi minus x is equal to sine x only. Now, by using that, we can write it is integration from 0 to pi. It is pi minus x into sine to the power 4x dx. This is because sine pi minus x is equal to sine x. Sine pi minus x ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, sin x ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ sin pi minus plus pi minus x plus ಅಲ್ಲಿ sin x ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Now you write this is I is equal to integration from 0 to pi. So if you multiply this sin 4x, sin to the power 4x into dx with pi, it is like this: pi into sine to the power 4x dx minus integration from 0 to pi. If you multiply this x with sine to the power 4x dx, it is x into sine to the power 4x dx. So now you simplifying this, I is equal to, this is I is equal to integration from 0 to pi, it is pi into sine to the power 4x dx. So this is minus, you see it is exactly like given expression in the beginning. What is this? Integration from 0 to pi x into sine to the power 4x dx is there. So the same term repeats here, so in this place we can write it is I ಅಂತ replace ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So you can write it is I. So this is from equation 1. So this is by using equation 1. So you take this is equation 1. Okay. Now take this minus I to left hand side. So it becomes I plus I. In left hand side it becomes I plus I. I plus I is equal to integration from 0 to pi into, you can take this pi outside from the integration because pi is a constant. Integration in the ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, into sine to the power 4x dx. You see here sine to the power 4x is even function. It is even function. So when you say it is even function, so I think you know about add and even functions. Sine to the power 4x dx is an even function. So even function ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, you see here I am using one property. So what is that property is like this, or in other words, so as use this property, integration from 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integration from 0 to 2a. Actually it is integration from 0 to 2a f of x dx is equal to 2 into 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. 0 if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. You see, in the beginning I discussed this property. You can see that here. Yes, in the properties I discussed this one, integration from 0 to 2a, it is the fifth property. 0 to 2a f of x dx is equal to 2 into 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. And if f of 2a minus x is minus f of x, then its value can be written as 0. Here also I am using the same property. Okay. So now we have, okay, by using this property, how as in place of f of x, it is sine to the power 4x is there. So here in place of 2a we have pi. So here f of x is equal to, here f of x is equal to sine to the power 4x. F of 2a minus x is f of pi minus x. F of pi minus x is sine to the power 4 pi minus x. We already checked this property. So sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta. So you can write it is sine to the power 4x. Sine to the power 4x means it is f of x. So f of pi minus x is f of x. Then this can be written as in left hand side I plus I can be written as 2i. 2i is equal to pi into s. We can write the 0 to 2a f of x dx is 2 into 0 to a f of x dx when it is satisfying this property. As here of course it's satisfying the same. In place of 2a we have pi minus x. F of pi minus x is equal to f of x. Okay. ಸೊ 2a ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಪೈ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, 0 to a. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ a? ಸೊ ಇಫ್ 2a is pi, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ a? 2a pi ಆದರೆ a ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, a is equal to pi by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 into 0 to a means pi by 2 into f of x is sine to the power 4x dx. Sine to the power 4x dx. Again to solve this, you use the reduction formula here. Reduction formula for integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power nx dx. What is the reduction formula for integration from 0 to pi by 2? By using reduction formula, you should practice this. So integration from 0 to pi by 2 Sine to the power of nx dx is equal to n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on 1 by 2 into pi by 2 if n is even. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಪವರ್ ಎನ್ ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈವನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ದಿಸ್ 2 and 2. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ here is I is equal to, what is n here? N is 4, so it is pi into 4 minus 1 by 4 into 4 minus 3 by 4 minus 2 into pi by 2. So this is because n is even number, so we have to take pi by 2 at last. So I is equal to this is pi into 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So that is I is equal to 3 into pi is pi square, 3 pi square by 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 3 pi square by 18, 3 pi square divided by 18. Similarly, evaluate integration from 0 to 1 x to the power 6 by root of 1 minus x square. And before this, we have some problems, but we solved all that. Okay. Integration from 0 to 1 x to the power 6 by 1 minus x square. Okay, to solve this, let I is equal to, take this is I, let I is equal to integration from 0 to 1 x to the power 6 by root of 1 minus x square into dx. To solve this, you take substitution, that is put x is equal to some sin x, put x is equal to sin theta, x tagobardu. Okay, put x is equal to sin theta. So then what is dx is? Dx is equal to, it is cos theta d theta. So when we are taking the substitution, we have to change its limit also, corresponding limits we have to change. So okay, then what is theta now? Or you can take theta is equal to sin inverse of x. So okay, when x is equal to 0, what are the limits? Limit is 0 to 1 ಇದೆ. So when x is 0, so then what is theta? What is theta? Theta is equal to sin inverse of 0. Theta is equal to sin inverse of 0. Sin inverse of 0 is 0. When x is equal to 1, theta is equal to sin inverse of 1. Sin inverse of 1 is pi by 2. Sin inverse of 1 is pi by 2. So you substitute all these values here. So then I is equal to, take this is 1, put this in 1. Okay. So then I is equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2. This is because when theta varies, when x varies from 0 to 1, theta varies from 0 to pi by 2. So it is 0 to pi by 2. X is sin theta, so it is sin to the power 6 theta. Sin to the power 6 theta divided by root of 1 minus x is sin theta, it is sin square theta into dx. The value of dx is cos theta d theta. Cos theta d theta. Okay, next step you write I is equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin to the power 6 theta by root of 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. It is cos square theta into cos theta d theta. Root and square cancels. So then in denominator remaining is cos theta. So that cos theta cancel with this cos theta. So now, which is equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2. So sin to the power 6 theta d theta. Again use the reduction formula for integration of sin to the power of nx. So by using reduction formula, reduction formula, that is integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power of n theta d theta is equal to n minus 1 by n into n minus 3 by n minus 2 and so on 1 by 2 into pi by 2 if n is even number. Yes, exactly, n is even number here. So in place of n we have 6. So you take this is I is equal to 6 minus 1 divided by 6 into 6 minus 3 divided by 6 minus 2 into 6 minus 5 divided by 6 minus 4 into finally it is pi by 2. So that is which is equal to 6 minus 1 is 5 by 6, 6 minus 3 is 3 by 4, 6 minus 5 is 1, 6 minus 4 is 2, 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So that is 3 ones are 3 twos are, which is equal to 5 pi divided by 2 fours are 8, 8 twos are 16, 16 twos are 32, 2 twos are 4, 4 fours are 16, 16 twos are 32. It is 5 pi by 32. 5 pi by 32. So like that, evaluate this. Of course, it is very easy problem here. So that is like I is equal to integration from 0 to pi sin to the power of 6x into cos to the power of 4x dx is there. So take let I is equal to integration from 0 to pi sin to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx. Here by using property, what property it is? Integration from 0 to 2a f of x dx can be written as 2 into 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. f of 2a minus x ಏನಾದರೂ f of x ಬಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ 2 into 0 to a f of x dx ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಸೊ 0 if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0 ಅಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬೋದು ಇದು. So therefore I can be written as here what is f of x? So let f of x is equal to sin to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x. Okay. So what is the 2a? 2a and it is pi. F of pi minus x is equal to sin to the power 6 pi minus x into cos to the power 4 pi minus x. Use ASTC rule here. 180 minus theta means that is second quadrant. In second quadrant sin is positive, so it is sin x to the power 6. 180 minus theta is cos is negative in second quadrant, so you take minus cos x. It is minus cos x to the power 4 because it is cos to the power 4 is there. So you take it is minus cos x to the power 4, which is equal to sin to the power 6x minus cos x to the power 4 is minus cos x to the power 4 is cos to the power 4x, because minus into minus into minus into minus, if you multiply 4 times it is plus 1 only. So cos sin to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x can be written as f of x. So you take it is equal to f of x. F of pi minus x is f of x. So then it is satisfying this first condition. F of 2a minus x is f of x. So you can write it is 2 into 0 to a. if 2a is pi, then a is equal to pi by 2. So now I can be written as I na ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so by using this property we can write I is equal to extra 2 ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಹೊರಗಡೆ, 0 to pi ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, that is pi by 2 into sin to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx. To solve this, once again we were using the reduction formula. So by using reduction formula, what is integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin to the power nx into cos to the power mx dx can be written as n minus 1 into n minus 3 and so on, m minus 1 into m minus 3 and so on. In denominator in the denominator m plus n into m plus n minus 2 and so on. Finally we have to take pi by 2. Pi by 2 is only when both m and n are even. Pi by 2 ತಗೋಬೇಕು m ಮತ್ತು n even ಇದ್ದಾಗ. So when both m and n are even, m and n are even, so even ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಅಂದರೆ you don't take, it is not necessary to take pi by 2 at end. Okay, so what is m and what is n here? m ಅಂದರೆ 6 ಇದೆ, n ಅಂದರೆ 4 ಇದೆ. ಇದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So then I is equal to, this is 2 into n minus 1, 6 minus 1 into 6 minus 3 into 6 minus 5 into 6 minus 7. When you take 6 minus 7, it gives negative number. Negative ಬಂದರೆ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so stop at 6 minus 5. So again this is 4 is there, you take 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3, 4 minus 5 ಅಂದರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 6 ಮತ್ತು 4ನ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 10 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 into 10 minus 2 into 10 minus 4 into 10 minus 6 into 10 minus 8 into 10 minus 10, 0 ಬರಬಾರ್ದು. Okay, so stop here. So this into pi by 2. So next step is its simplification. You simplifying this, I is equal to 2 into 5 into 3 into 1 into 3 into 1, this divided by 10 into 8 into 6 into 4 into 2 into pi by 2. Here you can cancel this 2 and 2. This 2 and 2 cancels. And also 5 ones are 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10. Again 3 ones are 3 2s are 6. So is that anything gets cancelled? If not, you multiply and write the answer. So I is equal to in numerator 3 is remaining 3 pi. This is 3 pi divided by 2 8s are 16, 2 8s are 6, 2 8s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 into 8, 32 into 8. So it is 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24 plus 1 25, it is 256. So multiplying again, 4 2s are 8, 8 is 64, 64 into 4, so it is 256. It's correct. 3 pi divided by 256 is its final value of this problem. Okay, so again you take one more example, and here also use the property. I am directly writing its property. Okay, let I is equal to, I think it is similar to first problem. x into, yeah, it is similar. Sine to the power 4 is there, but here we have two terms. Okay. X into sine to the power 4x, cos to the power 4x. Okay. Let I is equal to integration from 0 to pi x into sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x dx. So here I am using a property, that property is like this. So integration from 0 to integration from 0 to a f of x dx can be written as integration from 0 to a f of a minus x dx. F of a minus x dx. Use this property here. So then we have I is equal to or in other words, you can take another property. No. Okay, so it is indispensable to use the same. Okay, I is equal to integration from 0 to pi. You can write it is pi minus x into sine to the power 6 into pi minus x cos to the power 4 into pi minus x into dx. So take this expression is 1. Now this can be written as I is equal to integration from 0 to pi minus x into sine of 180 minus theta. Sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. So you can write it is sine to the power 6x. Cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, but so it has the power 4. 4 times minus multiply madadre again it gives positive value like previous example. So it is cos to the power 4x into dx. So again you can write this is I is equal to, so this is I is equal to integration from 0 to pi into sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx minus integration from 0 to pi minus integration from 0 to pi x into sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx. So that is I is equal to integration from 0 to pi into sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx minus, once again idanna we can write this is I, because in equation 1 that I is same. 0 to pi x into sine to the 6x cos to the 4x dx can be written as I, so you can write this is I. Then I anta baribodu. Take this minus I to left hand side. Left hand side bandre enagutte, it is I plus I 2I aaytu. So I plus I is equal to, in right hand side this is 0 to pi. You take this pi outside from the integration because it is a constant, into sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx. Again I am using the property, one more property, that is which is used in last problems. Integration from 0 to 2a f of x dx value is equal to 2 into 0 to a f of x dx when f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x, and it is 0 if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. Okay, use this property here. So then we have, so this is f of x, all of you know it's satisfying the first condition. So here f of x is sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x. F of 2a minus x is, 2a means it is pi minus x is equal to sine to the power 6 pi minus x into cos to the power 4 pi minus x. which is equal to sine 180 minus theta is sine theta, so it is sine to the power 6x. Cos 180 minus theta is cos theta, it is cos to the power 4x. So actually cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, but power 4 is there. We have to multiply for minus 4 times, it gives positive value. Cos to the power 4x. So it is same as f of x. So we can use this first result. So now I can written as I plus I is 2I is equal to pi is there, you write pi 2 into 0 to you take the half of this value ಮೇಲೆ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಪೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೈ ಬೈ 2 ಇಂಟು sine to the power 6x into cos to the power 4x into dx. Yes, now it is similar to last problem. So I am using reduction formula here, and also we can cancel this 2 and 2 by using reduction formula. Integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine to the power nx into cos to the power mx dx is equal to n minus 1 into n minus 3 and so on. It is m minus 1 into m minus 3 and so on. In denominator, this divided by m plus n into m plus n minus 2 and so on. And finally it is pi by 2 when both m and n are even. Pi by 2 when m and n are even. Yes, in this case both m and n are even, so I am taking it is pi by 2 here. So that is I can be written as I is equal to it is pi into, use the reduction formula, n andre 6 ide, you write it is 6 minus 1 into 6 minus 3 into 6 minus 5, and after that m is 4 minus 1 into 4 minus 3, this divided by 6 plus 4 is 10 minus 2, 10 minus 4, 10 minus 6, 10 minus 8 into pi by 2. 10 minus 8 into pi by 2. So that is I can be written as I is equal to, it is pi into, it is 5 into 3 into 1, 3 into 1 into pi, this divided by 10 into 8 into 6 into 4 into 2 divided by 2. So now you cancel the terms. 3 ones are 3 twos are 5 ones are 5 twos are. So I can be written as I is equal to 3 pi square. So the I is equal to, this is 3 pi square divided by 3 into 3, okay, 3 pi into pi square, 3 pi square divided by 4, 8 twos are 16, 8 twos are 16, 16, 8 twos are 16, 16 twos are 32, 32 into 16, 32 into 16, 16 3s are 48, 48 plus 3, it is 51, it is 512. 3 pi square by 3 pi square divided by 512. 3 pi square divided by 512. Okay, I just end this session. In next session I discuss some more problems like this, 0 to 1. You try to solve this problem. Okay, and also you try to solve 0 to pi sine to the power 4x by 1 plus cos x whole square into dx. Okay, thank you.